Hey everybody, and welcome to my channel. This is another Joseph Morris live stream. This is breaking news, but what we're seeing now at the Florida Reserve is a heightened activity, and we are seeing police officers show up with rifles at the Florida Reserve. So let me just get right into it. Here we are. So very crazy, absolutely insane. So a team of officers armed with rifles have entered the Carlton Reserve on foot. And so it's on the Myakkachi side. I'm not even going to pretend I know how to say that, but it's the Myakkahatchee side. So on the Northport side, as we know from this morning, there was police tape there. And a lot of people are basically wondering why there's police tape on the Northport side, and police tape usually means it's a crime scene, right? So let's get into that, where there's police tape here this morning. There hasn't been police tape all week. So police tell reporters that this is a training and searching exercise. So what could that mean? You know, they're training and they're searching. It doesn't have to do with the FBI investigation. They clarified, yes, it has to do with the FBI investigation. But it sounds like it's a training exercise, but also keeping a lookout for Brian Laundrie. So just real quick here, there's a Northport PD tells us that we are seeing here is training and searching. We asked if that means the search involving the FBI, and the NPPD said yes. So here they are again, doing their training and searching. So something that's very, very interesting, and I just wanted to hop on here and talk about this with you guys, is that there was actually another fugitive caught in the area. His name was Ethan Waters, and this story just broke this morning. So it could be related to this, but basically there are FBI on behalf of the FBI, there's NPPD, Northport Police Department, showing up to the Florida Reserve this morning with rifles. Here's another shot of them basically going into the reserve with rifles. And it's a part of a training exercise, but they said they are actually searching as well for Brian Laundrie. So Northport Police vehicles spotted in a new spot west of the Carlton Reserve entrance, just off Tropicare at Big Slough. So there's a bunch of new spaces that they're at this morning. We saw police tape at the Northport side, and then we saw them at the Myakkachi area with rifles. So this is a part of a training and searching exercise. However, they are looking for Brian Laundrie. And again, there was police tape this morning at the Northport side, because it's a big 30,000 square foot reserve that we are searching here. So it's there's many entrances, and there was basically police tape there. And I just want to break this story on YouTube, because I know it's not on YouTube right now, but there has been another fugitive that was caught at the Florida Reserve, and someone made a joke that why is that fugitive hiding out at the Florida Reserve? Okay, so this story is still breaking, and I'm not too sure if I can confirm it. Right now, there hasn't been any sort of news reports, but this is the rumor mill online, so take this with a grain of salt. But we have somebody by the name of Ethan Waters that was apprehended at the Florida Reserve. Basically, there was all these reports of a fugitive hiding in a hut, and he looked a lot like Brian Laundrie, as you can see here. Very striking resemblance, you know, bald white guy. So what happened was, you know, last night on my show, we had the hut. Basically, people saw someone at the hut basically camping out there. So if you want to get into that video, we can play that. So in this video, allegedly, you can see someone in front of the hut just hanging out there.
Look at the front. It looks like, look at that.
So I don't know if this is related to the fugitive that was caught this morning. Again, why would you be a fugitive hanging out in the Florida Reserve as there's a massive search underway? I'm not sure about that.
I don't want it.
But okay, so in this video, people think they see someone in front of the hut. So that is very key. This is on the Florida Reserve. Someone went out there with a thermal camera. This person actually said they saw Brian Laundrie and reported it to the Northport Police Department and the FBI. There was no follow-up, so they went out there 2 weeks later. This was a couple nights ago, and I put it on my channel. They went out there 2 weeks later and did this thermal imaging. So they say they can see someone in front of the hut moving around. Let me just pause there and see if I can expand it. So let me know if you guys see anybody moving around. And yeah, I kind of see a purple figure moving around.
Look at that. Looked like he moved, like walked out. Right there. We gotta go. Right there again. Yeah.
Very, very interesting. And so this morning, actually, somebody went to the hut itself. We snapped this photo of the hut. This is what the hut looks like in daytime. The person actually went up. His name is Josh, and he went up and he looked at that hut, guys. He basically said he saw somebody in this hut. He went up to it, and the guy took off and started running. This is a rumor right now, but he did actually track the guy running down. And you can see Brian, what looks like to be Brian, running away from this hut. So this is at the Florida Reserve, and he saw someone run away from the hut, and he started on a hot pursuit down the back roads of the Florida Reserve. This is him turning. There's a highway there. Basically, he didn't want him taking off and running away. And you can see right there, there's somebody with a light. There's somebody running across the road with a light source, so they don't trip and fall. But they're running away from law enforcement because he saw this guy at the hut. He actually followed up on the case leads, went to the hut, and saw what looked like Brian Laundrie running out of the hut, and then he led it down a hot pursuit of what alleged to be Brian Laundrie. And we see someone running across the street away from law enforcement. Let me just continue playing this, and I slowed it down for everybody to see.
It's running for Brian.
There, that is somebody with a light source running away. I slowed it down, but he is running away from law enforcement under a bridge. So basically that thermal imaging device, there was somebody actually living in that hut. This morning, everybody's freaking out. I was feeling sick this morning because I thought for sure we caught Brian Laundrie, but this is someone right here moving. I zoomed it in, slowed it down. He is carrying a light source, and he's trying to evade detection from law enforcement. So there he is, trying to get away. He was basically shaken out of that hut. And you can see he has a backpack. And I slowed it down quite significantly, so he's actually walking a lot faster. Again, this was this morning. We also had the cops basically came on scene and found him. So let's play that video, and we'll hear from Josh, who is the one who basically was brave enough to go up to this hut and find this fugitive. So again, why would you be a fugitive hiding out in the Florida Reserve when there's a massive manhunt for America's most wanted man right now? I don't know, but hey, it led to another capture of a fugitive. So let's look into that.
This is Josh again, live from Northport. I'm here with Northport PD. The case again already. I found Brian Laundrie this morning in a spot Doug live from Northport found. Came out and checked it out. Sure enough.
Sorry, it was really low, but he said he thought this morning, and I was freaking out and I was feeling sick. He thought he saw Brian Laundrie and found Brian Laundrie in that hut. Like, he was brave enough to actually go out there and be a bounty hunter and be vigilant and look into this hut, and he saw like a bald white guy running away from that hut, chased him down. Pretty crazy story.
Hey y'all, this is Josh again, live from Northport. I'm here with Northport PD. The case again already. I found Brian Laundrie this morning in a spot Doug live from Northport found. Came out and checked it out. Sure enough, he was here. I think I got him on video running from the police. And he's here. He took off, dude. He dropped his and hauled. The deputies seen him and everything. They're here looking for him now. That's my walkie light over there in the woods. He's here. He's here and he's hiding. I knew that was him. I was driving down Bonita this morning, and sure enough, this down the side of the road. They're searching that shack right now.
Yeah, so the police
I don't know where
called.
he's at now, but he took off. I'm telling you, he's on camera. They got him on the squad car running. I got him on camera running. That was. Matter of fact, I'm afraid to stop and do anything. I went up on 75 with the spotlight and sat there and made sure he didn't cross over 75, and he didn't do that. Only thing I can think is maybe he slid up underneath this motherfucker.
I had to bleep out a lot of the what he was saying because he did swear a lot. You can tell like he was convinced he saw Brian Laundrie.
We're gonna go back through here and find this.
So just to reiterate what had happened, basically there was a thermal imaging device that was put on a hut in the middle of the Florida Reserve. They picked up movement at that hut. This guy named Josh follows up on those claims and discovers a bald white guy running away from law enforcement. He calls the cops and they apprehend him. It's a pretty crazy story, but was it Brian Laundrie? I'm still working on getting confirmation on this, but I just basically wanted to hop on here and discuss. This is allegedly what people say who was actually caught. Looks kind of like Brian Laundrie, and I can really see how people would make this mistake. Apparently it was Ethan Waters, and he was caught in the Florida Reserve this morning because of the Brian Laundrie search. So who knew that the Brian Laundrie search could lead to catching another fugitive? But here we are. And again, just to reiterate, basically there was a lot of activity this morning. We saw police tape up where there normally wasn't police tape. And then we also saw cops. Thank you so much, Heidi Coronin, for the super chat. Yeah, thank you so much for the super chat. Really appreciate that. Doug North was, that was not Brian. It was a guy named Ethan Waters. Yes. So that's what we're all meeting here today. And I linked the credit for these videos down below. And it basically led to another arrest of a fugitive. Doug, I thought his name was Josh in the video. But he was the one that basically filmed capturing a fugitive. And right now there is police with rifles there. This is big news breaking. But apparently they're there for FBI searches and training. So more on this in a bit. If you want to, Doug. So another fugitive was caught at the Florida Reserve, and there's rifles in the area. Not Brian Laundrie, another another fugitive was caught. All right, so if you want to stay up to date on breaking news, please hit the subscribe button and ring the bell for notifications so you never miss a video. We're just doing updates on the Brian Laundrie search all day long. Really appreciate everybody coming here and hanging out as new developments happen, and we just learn more and more about this case. So very interesting. So again, if you're new here, there is police tape that was put up at the Florida Reserve. And we saw, normally there wasn't police tape. They also changed locations. They normally search at the Mia Camachi entrance, but now they switched to the Northport, Florida entrance, and there's police tape up there as well. Yesterday we saw canine cadaver dogs there, but the canines have always been there, so it's not really new news, but it did make headlines yesterday where there was canine cadaver dogs. And then recently we broadcasted this on my channel that someone saw, we saw a hut in a reserve that had heat sensors on it. So if you want to just play that right here, this is breaking a couple days ago. There was a hut that was seen with heat sensors on it. And I was kind of on the fence about this, but apparently people saw someone in front of that hut.
Looks like someone's looking out the front door there.
Like someone looking out the front door or something.
Okay.
I can't really make it out, to be honest with you.
I don't want to stay here. That's just too freaky.
So basically the rumor was that Brian Laundrie was hiding out in here.
I gotta go.
That looked like someone standing, didn't it?
Yeah. No,
I don't really see anybody myself.
that's too freaky. We gotta go. I'm not gonna. This is. Why is that so orange?
I mean, I kind of see a purple thing there, but what I would kind of wonder about this is why necessarily, why wouldn't it be like a red? Because like body heat is pretty intense, right?
Like he moved like a mouse.
So why wouldn't it be like more reddish?
We gotta go.
Right there again.
Yeah, if he has a gun, we're going. I gotta
Okay.
go.
Looks like they're walking back in and out to see.
So basically, yeah, there is all this rumor floating around that he was in the reserve and he was hiding there. Thank you so much, Stormy Butler. You are fantastic. Love your channel. Thank you for doing what you do. Keep it up. Yeah, thank you guys. When things break, I just kind of want to get ahead of the story and be the first one to basically debunk it or get ahead of the story and let all my viewers know about what is going on. Thank you so much, Stormy Butler. Yeah, so, there was this guy named, I think his name was Doug, as people were saying, and he gave his sister video this morning on Twitter about how he thought he caught Brian Laundrie. So this was broadcasted a couple days ago on my channel, and then I guess Doug, this guy, shows up and looks at the hut, and he actually finds a fugitive inside the hut, guys. Like, this is like real life. You can't write this stuff. And so he goes up to this hut right here, and he finds this fugitive who looks a lot like Brian Laundrie. It's Ethan Waters. So I just want to come on here and maybe debunk a lot of the rumors that Brian Laundrie was found. This is unconfirmed right now. This is a developing story. So again, please subscribe to my channel as we learn more about this case. But it was Ethan Waters. And then, the vertical of the, he follows the guy running, and this is what he found. You actually can see this guy running. Yeah, Charity Dawn writes, even if it wasn't Brian, another bad guy goes down. So let's just wait a little bit. Someone says, I don't see, thank you so much, Charity Dawn, for that. So it's very, very hard to see, but I did basically edit this video and slow it down for everybody to see. So you can see a light right there. That is where you're going to be looking for him. You see a light, you see that light? It's literally darting across the street. He's running away from authorities. And I can totally get how Doug from Northport would totally see this as Brian Laundrie. And I think this is probably one of the most like exciting sightings I've seen of Brian Laundrie yet. This is him running across.
It's running for Brian.
He goes, "What is he running for, Brian?" And then, yeah, there he is. Well, allegedly there he is. It was really hard to make out, and I put a little I enhanced the video, but again, it was filmed at night from afar, and this is what he thought was Brian Laundrie. Pretty crazy stuff. Like, if I were to see a guy running away in the middle of the street, that would be pretty crazy. I would think that was Brian Laundrie, no question. Let me just see if I can find who actually, I want to make sure I am giving proper shout out right here. So I actually found this story by, please do not send hate to anybody on my channel, but Angie's by Kim was the one that originally shared it to me. And so Doug is the one that filmed the, Doug from Northport was the one that filmed the hut of the thermal heat sensing cameras. And let me just make sure I have the right guy. I don't think he wants to be found, so maybe giving credit to him wasn't the best idea. So Doug from Northport was the one with the heat sensing camera. And we have this guy basically following up on it. Wolfishness on YouTube. I'm going to link his YouTube in the description below. But he was the one that basically followed up on the heat sensing camera and found Brian Laundrie running. Well, alleged Brian Laundrie running. And so we have him basically showing that the police did show up and did find him. This is Wolfishness on YouTube.
Live from Northport. I'm here with Northport PD. The case again already. I found Brian Laundrie this morning.
I had to cut out a lot of the swearing.
Live from Northport found. Came out and checked it out. Sure enough, he was here. I think I got him on video running from the police. And he's here. He took off, dude. He dropped his and hauled.
Guys, I was so excited.
They're here looking for him now. That's my.
I was sweating. I was sick. I was sick this morning.
He's here and he's hiding. I knew that was him. I was driving down Bonita this morning, and sure enough, this down the side of the road.
So this guy, Wolfishness on YouTube,
right,
I'll link his channel, thought he saw Brian Laundrie. He reported it to the police. Okay, this is where it kind of gets weird. Everybody's like, it's debunked. It's Ethan Waters.
He took off. I'm telling you, he's on camera.
I can't find anything that
got him on the squad car running. I got him on camera running.
That's still yet to be confirmed. This is a breaking story. This happened this morning.
I'm afraid to stop and do anything.
But everybody's just telling me it's Ethan Waters. I don't know that for sure.
Over 75, and he didn't do that.
So yeah, he chased him down the I-75.
Up underneath this motherfucker. All right, I'm gonna let y'all go because we're gonna go back through here and find this.
Yeah, so I thank you so much for joining me. I get really excited about these things. I see I got a lot of super chats. Really appreciate that. Rich Trinidad writes, I'm telling you, the Laundrie's hired a bunch of bald white guys to walk around the reserve. That's hilarious. I love that. Why not? Cindy Kemp writes, love your shows and personality. I believe he's hidden somewhere. His parents are way too calm. Yeah. So Ethan Waters, that's a really good question. Yeah, everybody's saying it's confirmed, but I can't find anything, guys. Like, let me just do a quick Google search. But this is Ethan Waters. It was actually the guy that Wolfishness tracked down. So let me just look at this. Ethan Waters. Northport. Okay, so I did get this article right now. It was published an hour ago. This is breaking news. It's from in an unrelated story, internet sleuths have been chirping about a possible Brian Laundrie sighting earlier that has reportedly been debunked, but may have led to the arrest of another fugitive by the name of Ethan Waters. So this tip was sent to me by Angie's by Kim. I got it this morning, and I for sure thought it was Brian Laundrie because who else would be hiding in the Florida Reserve? Saw a guy running away. So I'm just working on the leads of the story. I'm trying to confirm that it was actually Ethan Waters. Okay, so already booked and charged. The man thought to be possibly be Brian Laundrie in the woods was actually Ethan Waters now, 22, and a mugshot has been posted along with the charges. This just came out an hour ago. So this is breaking news right here. According to my Twitter source, which again isn't the best source in the world, it has been confirmed as Ethan Waters. I see some of you guys asking, what was he want? This is contempt of court, FTA damage, property, crime, missed just over $1,000. So he's from Venice, Florida, was arrested today, 10/15/21 in Venice, which is near Northport, Florida. So that's the man that was on the video. Again, so if you want to look at his mugshot here, the mugshot I was showing, he had really short hair, like bald white guy, but he actually has long hair. So he was hiding out in the woods. I guess he didn't have too much ability to trim his hair off, but this is his booking photo. Just came out an hour ago. Yeah, pretty cool. So it was Ethan Waters. And if you're new here, I'll just regurgitate the story a little bit. I see there's a lot more new viewers. So Doug from Northport went with his thermal imaging camera in the middle of the night and shot some video of a hut. And in that hut, he saw a bunch of heat. And he thought there was somebody out front walking around in the middle of the night in the dark. And he saw it from his thermal imaging camera. So what had happened was this guy, Wolfishness, on YouTube, Brian's family no routes. Brian used one of those to disappear. The feds have to identify which route and the funnel he went to get. Thank you so much for that super chat, Zan's Beats. So he went to the Wolfishness on YouTube. I got tipped off on Twitter from his sister. Wolfishness on YouTube went to the hut and then saw a guy book it down the street, run away from law enforcement. And, all these settings are matching up. He goes and chases him down, finds him running away from law enforcement. Law enforcement shows up and books him, gets him. But it's not Brian Laundrie. It's another guy who was not the most well thought out execution plan to be hiding in a Florida Reserve when there's a massive manhunt underway for America's most wanted man at the moment. But he ended up getting caught in the Brian Laundrie search because of this, and all thanks to this guy Wolfishness on YouTube. Pretty awesome story, honestly. When I was reading this story this morning, I was feeling really sick, and then I started tweeting it, and people were like, "It's Ethan Waters! It's Ethan Waters!" And so that's been confirmed. It was Ethan Waters, not Brian Laundrie. So again, if you're new here, we do see a bunch of people at the Florida Reserve this morning, basically walking around with rifles. And so I thought when I was starting this is breaking news. Basically there's a training and search going involved. So this is actually police officers walking around with rifles who work on behalf of the FBI, and it's affiliated with the Brian Laundrie search. So again, not Brian Laundrie being found as of yet. Yesterday they had canine cadaver dogs, and I thought maybe these were kind of related, the rifles and the hut and everything. Here's another angle of them basically walking around, got everybody really excited. Apparently the connection there is really bad. So, okay, Charity Dawn writes, a couple of years ago, Ethan Waters in Venice, Florida was arrested for burglary, and there's a YouTube video from 2019 of arrest. I'll look into that. That's really cool. So yeah, apparently the Florida Reserve is a hot spot for fugitives. Who knew with all the crocodiles, right? So just wanted to come on here and just clear up some rumors that maybe this was Brian Laundrie. It wasn't Brian Laundrie. It was Ethan Waters from Northport. And it's kind of interesting, as someone has said in the chat, that, you know, Brian Laundrie's manhunt search led to another body being discovered. And if you want to stay up to date on breaking news, please hit the subscribe button and ring the bell for notifications. We do have some live video of the area now, so let's tune in. Let me just try to tap into this live video here.
Are they? You think? Yeah. So, just an update. Northport.
This is live video right now of the Carlton Reserve. So basically the rifles there are to do with training and searching. Apparently there's like bad connection. So So it's only Northport PD in the spot. Northport PD right now is working with the FBI though, because the FBI took over the search at the Carlton Reserve.
You have to have
Pretty crazy day. I mean, we didn't catch Brian Laundrie, but we caught another fugitive.
I haven't seen any canines.
So yeah, there's no canines today. Yesterday there was a bunch of cadaver dogs. And everybody was kind of freaking out because I'm like, did they find a dead body? But no, the cadaver dogs have been there very regularly. Sorry about that. This is all live right now from the Carlton Reserve. Hey, good day, everybody. Sorry, I was tabbed out there. I'm like, this is breaking news, guys, so...
Yeah, we'll definitely talk to Jennifer about this. Don't worry. I mean, a lot of people are saying they want Jennifer's opinion.
Yeah, it's someone asked. Sorry, I was tabbed out because I'm trying to do live video, and sometimes things go wrong, and I just want to make this as smooth as possible for all my viewers. So, someone asked, "Crazy day?" Yeah, it's a very crazy day. So yeah, I'll link all my sources. Doug live from Northport basically was the one who went out there with thermal imaging device cameras, found the hut. And then
So
we had
those of you asking,
blowfishness-
while we wait for the truck to go by, everyone asking for a recap. Basically, so the recap is that this morning we realized that the police were out searching on the Northport PD side of, I'm sorry, not Northport PD, on the Northport side of the reserve. They were in the same spot this morning where we've seen them in the past, where Chris Laundrie was searching with them last week, but then they popped up in this area, which is different where we are now. It's still on Northport side, and they had assault rifles, and they went into the reserve here. So we came out here, we've been watching, and the latest from Northport PD is that it is searching and training, and that the last I heard was that they're saying it's nothing significant. So the van is stuck in the mud, if those of you are asking why they leave the van. So I guess I'll have to come get it out later.
No, they put all the stuff in. I'm sure they're gonna come back for those ones.
So that's the update for now. I'm going to go because we're going to see what's happening next. But
All they really need is
I will keep you guys updated. We'll be on, of course, News Nation with everything tonight. We'll get Jennifer's take on all this. All right, talk to you soon. Bye.
Yeah, it looks like someone's looking out the front. I'm gonna go back there. Look at the front. It looks like, look at that. Looks like someone's looking out the front door there.
He says in the video that sorry guys, I'm live and I just like turn down my my mic every now and then. Sorry. So this video was done by Doug from Northport, and you guys are funny. Thank you everybody for telling me about my audio. Doug from Northport, it has a YouTube channel, and he went out there and he filmed this hut. And this hut, he said, had somebody out front looking outside. And I honestly, when I first saw this video, you can watch me on my channel last night, I thought this was all a big hoax. I thought it was just like, it kind of reminds me of like paranormal videos. Not to put Doug down, like he's the one that went to the Florida Reserve and filmed this. Like, mad respect to you, bud. But I did not see somebody like in the hut. Like, I actually asked a lot of you guys, and you guys didn't see it either. I do see something like purple moving around here. It's a very spooky video nonetheless. Like, but okay, so I kind of see something purple moving around out front. I don't know about you guys, but I kind of see it. Like, I kind of see it. But my thing is, like, if it was a human being walking around, wouldn't it be like really, really like yellow? Because like human beings are hot. I don't know. I don't know anything about about you guys can hear me now, right?
That's just too freaky.
So like I'm just getting a ton of text messages that I have no sound. So Doug from Northport Live filmed this video, and he said he saw someone walking around in the hut, and it was a big giant Brian Laundrie sighting, allegedly, because Doug from Northport, who has a YouTube channel, filmed this video, and said it was Brian Laundrie, and he actually reported to the Northport PD and the FBI that he. I keep getting text messages. I'm gonna put my phone on airplane mode. Earlier 2 weeks ago, he saw somebody actually at the hut in this area, and he reported the sighting. And the Northport PD allegedly didn't follow up on it because this guy was hanging out in that hut for a couple weeks. He goes back, does that thermal imaging, and swears that he sees someone walking around out front in that hut, and basically books it back home because he's like, I don't want to get shot, basically. And so what's happening here is that this guy, this morning, my phone blew up because this guy saw, he alleges that he saw Brian Laundrie. Again, do not send hate to anybody on my channel. This is a discussion channel, so we discuss a lot of theories and speculation here. And so this guy followed up on the hut, and he, I saw this really spooky photo of the hut that I kind of want to share. That's a spooky photo. I mean, it's a creepy hut. So this guy goes in the morning at 4 a.m. in the morning and tries to go into this hut. I mean, how like brave and courageous is that? That is absolutely insane. And he goes up to this hut in the middle of the Florida Reserve, and he sees someone book it out of this hut. So Doug live from Northport basically corroborated this story that indeed there was somebody living in this hut in the middle of the Florida Reserve, and this guy, Wolfishness, on YouTube, saw someone book it. The guy, Wolfishness, takes his truck and, sees Brian, like what he thinks is Brian running, and it's a very spooky video, so let's play that. Crazy story. Well, that's a good idea. The whitest is hot. Thank you. I have no idea how thermal cameras work. I learned a lot on this case. Okay, so if you look for a light here, you can see a light source. Look at that. If you see the light source, that is what he thought was Brian Laundrie. So I was freaking out this morning. I was feeling nauseous. I thought for sure this was Brian Laundrie in the Florida Reserve. And I was very much prepared to eat all my words because I don't believe Brian Laundrie's in the Florida Reserve, but this is crazy evidence right here. So if you watch that light, it darts across the highway. This guy alleges wolfishness that he was running from law enforcement. And I actually zoomed in and slowed down the video. So it looks like he's walking in this clip, but he's walking really, really fast because this is about 60% slowed down. So, and again, it's very bad quality because it is such a small portion of the video and it's shot in the dark, but you can see a guy just like walking across like this with his light on, like watch, like, you know what I mean, like trying to not lose himself in the woods, like. And I mean, someone brought up a really good point here. Like, if you were Brian Laundrie, would you necessarily be using your phone to light the way if you're a fugitive? And also, if you were Brian Laundrie, like, why would you be hiding in a hut in the middle of the Florida Reserve? And another question, if you were also a wanted man, which Ethan Waters was, why would you be hiding in the Florida Reserve where there's a massive manhunt underway? All really questionable decisions, but hey, it's Florida we're talking about. A lot crazier things have happened in Florida, as we all know. Florida man is a big meme, or meme, as the kids say. I don't know how to say that word either. A lot of the times I say words on this channel is the first time saying them out loud. And you guys always like make fun of me. I think I pronounced redacted wrong so many times. There's also this city in New York where everybody sees him in. I don't know what it's called anymore, but you guys butchered me on my channel last night. So if you come here to learn how to pronounce words, probably the wrong channel for you. I'm sorry. So this is, he does end up calling the cops, and the cops do show up, and I had to edit this video very heavily because he does use a lot of swear words, and I do not want to get demonetized on my channel. There's a lot of like, you know, it's like a rap song where the rapper's rapping and everything's like bleeped out. Okay, so this is wolfishness. Please don't send hate to anybody on my channel. So the cops did pull up.
I found Brian Laundrie this morning, and his spot dug live from Northport found. Came out, checked it out. Sure enough, he was here. I think I got him on video running from the police.
Yeah, pronounce meme.
And he's here.
All right, guys.
He dropped his using hall. Deputies seen him and everything.
Tough crowd.
They're here looking for him now.
Tough crowd.
That's my walkie light over there.
So this guy is basically convinced he found Brian. Like convinced. And I was convinced because he was convinced.
Down Bonita this morning.
What a legend. What a legend. I mean, the courage it takes to go into a hut at 4 a.m. in the morning. What an icon legend. He is the moment. Crazy. So I was convinced it was Brian Laundrie, and literally just an hour ago we got confirmation that it wasn't Brian Laundrie, it was someone else. And an hour ago I just hopped on live stream because all these cops showed up to the Florida Reserve using rifles. So I thought something was going down. This is the thing about the case, it's just so many like twists and turns, like just crazy, like every day is like something new.
Alright, I'm gonna let y'all go because I'm gonna go back through here and find this.
Yeah, so it's absolutely mind-blowing to me that like they have been searching the Florida Reserve for like 4 to 6 weeks now, and they didn't find the other fugitive that was hiding out in the Florida Reserve. Like, you'd think because you were spending all this time and money on the Florida Reserve, you would find every person who was ever in the Florida Reserve ever during that time, but apparently not. Because, and this is actually Doug Live from Northport, who has a YouTube, by the way. I will put it in the description below. He was the one that followed up on his own tip. He saw Brian Laundrie in the Florida Reserve in the hut, and he swore it was Brian Laundrie. He reported it to the police. Obviously, they didn't follow up because Ethan Waters was hiding out there this entire time, and he's also a fugitive on the run. Again, so this is breaking news, and we're finding this out together. But this is the man that was arrested this morning on the Florida Reserve, and he looks a lot like Brian Laundrie. Like, obviously, up close, he doesn't, but I mean, bald white guy in the middle of the Florida Reserve running away. I can fully understand how you would see that to be Brian Laundrie. Hey, you know, it's not Brian Laundrie. Brian Laundrie is still out there on the run, but at least if it's any consolation, we caught another fugitive. And there's no complaints there, guys. So again, social media is breaking this case wide open. You know, we got Red, White, and Bethune helping to find Gabby Petito's body, and now we got Doug Alive from Northport and Wolfishness on YouTube, both on YouTube, finding a fugitive. So, you know, never give up hope, guys. Don't put anybody down for trying to help out this case, because I mean, just seeing everything come together like this makes for a great story, and that's what I'm here for, telling your stories. So if you want to stay up to date on Gabby Petito discussions and new developments, please hit that subscribe button below and ring the bell for notifications so you never miss a video. Yeah, people were freaking out this morning because there was like police tape there where there wasn't police tape there, and basically we thought maybe, you know, there was something new development happening, and they actually changed locations from the Mayakachi side. I'm not even gonna pretend I know how to say that. And yeah, they basically went from that side to the Northport side, and there was police tape. Something I also wanted to bring up with you guys. Yeah, people are still like logged in and saying that they can't hear me. Give me 5 minutes. Sorry, guys. So this is another sighting, and please don't roast anybody on my channel. You guys can roast me, but I get a lot of tips sent in to my channel, and this is one of them. This is an Englewood, Florida sighting. So if you want to play that, let's get into it.
Does anyone see a resemblance? I'm not sure.
Again,
His
don't
head
send hate to
isn't
the
shaped
channel.
the same, I don't think.
But this is from a couple days ago. From Englewood, Florida.
He was wearing a hat. He looked at me when I took his picture when I drove by, and then he took his hat off.
So this guy is just walking around Englewood.
Not sure.
And everybody was like,
His head isn't
some people
shaped
actually
the
believe
same,
this is
I
Brian
don't
Laundrie,
think.
guys. Some people are out there thinking this is Brian Laundrie. I'm just reporting the news. Do not shoot the messenger. Let me
Resemblance?
just play that back. a
I'm
little
not
bit here.
sure. His head isn't shaped
Let me
the
tell you, it's a
same, I
bad time to
don't
be a bald
think.
white guy walking around a highway because people are going to think you're Brian Laundrie. So let me just like kind of. It's just like the filming is really bad. I'm sorry. So I did actually end up enhancing this video. This is from a couple days ago. I'm sorry if you've already seen it, but probably like a day ago. This was actually popular, like last night. So things that happened last night are already old news, but this is an enhanced version that I actually enhanced. It's really, really, really bad quality, obviously, because it's from a video and it's like zoomed in to a portion of the video. But I don't think it's him. I don't know. What do you guys think? I don't think it's him. He's too broad shoulder. And again, why would you be a fugitive on the run in the middle of a highway in broad daylight? Probably not him. Although something that is interesting about the Laundrie family, the Laundrie parents, is that they did actually sold a condo in the Venice, Florida area. And so some people think there is some like interesting developments there that potentially, Brian Laundrie would be there because he knows what's familiar. So there was basically this deed. I have redacted a lot of it because I don't want to give anybody's personal information here. But this deed, basically on July 30th, 2021, they sold their condo in the Venice area. And I couldn't actually confirm this story, but apparently there was a tenant there, and I can't actually verify this story, but the rumor is there was a tenant in the this condo. And what's really creepy, and again, guys, like a lot of people are like, yeah, what's so great about that? I thought this was cool, and I'm just gonna bring it up. But in the realtor photos, you can potentially see Brian Laundrie. I'm just going to bring it up. I think I may be actually kind of freezing a bit because my computer is just like crying right now. Okay, so a lot of you guys didn't find this interesting. I found this interesting. But in the photos, you can potentially see Brian Laundrie. In the photos, uses the soul to sell the condo. So I don't know if this is Brian Laundrie or not, but people basically think it is. There's another photo here. Right here. So again, like the decor, people are pointing out the decor is very bizarre. I would have to agree. So a lot of people are thinking that, you know, he could be going to where it's familiar, and they did have a condo in the Venice, Florida area. Okay, and I got roasted on Twitter. Twitter's a tough crowd, guys. Like, I don't get things always right on this channel. But hey, here we are. I said on Twitter that this was Roberto Laundrie. And someone was like, no way. But this looks like, to me, Roberto Laundrie. So, I don't know. But the decor, though, guys. Can we talk about this decor? Can we talk about the photos? Yeesh. So, yeah, this is a condo that they sold July 2021, July 30th, 2021, in the Venice, Florida area. And as y'all know, if you were a fugitive, where would you go? You'd probably go somewhere familiar, right? So could he be in Venice, Florida area? I don't know. This is a speculation channel. I think we should all just do our best to keep our eyes out. There's also the Appalachian Trail area, and Gabby Petito's best friend, Rose Davis, was the one that said that he used to brag about surviving on the Appalachian Trail for 3 months. So could he be in the Appalachian Trail area? We all know Dennis the hiker made international news for spotting him. He was followed up by the FBI. The FBI spilled that there was 10 other sightings of Brian Laundrie in the Appalachian area. There was actually 26 sightings of Brian Laundrie reported to the police in North Carolina and Tennessee and Virginia area along the Appalachian Trail. So there's been a lot of sightings everywhere. We just had John Walsh go on his In Pursuit, John Walsh on In Pursuit, not sponsored. It's on Investigation Discovery. He did a Gabby Petito special, and he believes that he could potentially be in Mexico because apparently you can just cross a border in Mexico, naked and on fire, as he put it. But I don't know if that's true or not. I would imagine Mexico is pretty hard to get to. I don't know if you can just walk across the border. So, it could be true or not. And then he also said that there's a bunch of sightings of Brian Laundrie in the Bahamas. The Bahamas. Guys, I didn't see that one coming. But apparently Fort Lauderdale has a ferry. You can take the Bahamas. And Gabby Petito herself stayed in the Atlantis in the Bahamas. So some people are saying, well, he knows what's familiar and he was in love with Gabby Petito. So therefore, could he be reenacting out his last moments with Gabby Petito? We all saw him go to Fort DeSoto campground with his family, which is a hot spot for him and Gabby Petito to go to. So could he be in the Appalachian Trails? Him and Gabby Petito did go on the Appalachian Trail area during their time together. So could he be in the Bahamas? Yeah, there's also a sighting of him in Toronto, Canada, which was broken on my channel. I take credit for breaking that story. Even though I got it from TikTok, I was the first one to report it. Yes, you heard it here first, folks. So if you want to stay up to date on developing stories in Gabby Petito case discussions, please hit that subscribe button below, ring the bell for notifications. You can just hang out with here, me and my dog, and I can read your comments. I love reading your comments. I love actually getting and reading your tips. And I'm so sorry I don't have time to respond to each and every one of them. But if you want to send me tips, you can find my social media handles and my email on my About page on my YouTube. So you kind of have to a little bit of dig for it, but I do actually enjoy reading all your comments and what you have to say. This tip, actually, this storyline was sent to me by a viewer, And please don't send hate to anybody on the channel. If you want to remain anonymous, please just mention that in the email and we can work something out. So again, if there's no question about what Brian Laundrie looks like, let's get right into it, because the Appalachian hiker guy was like, I didn't know it was Brian Laundrie. And one of the things about my channel is I want you to know it was Brian Laundrie. Okay. I want you to know that what he looks like, no question. This is his duck waddle right here. I get in trouble for saying it's a duck waddle. It's actually out-toed walk. I'm sorry. It's like the politically correct way. I'm sorry to anybody who is out-toed. You are not a duck, but okay. So this is how he walks. Yeah, so that's how he walks, folks. Just trying to see if I can get any. Yeah, so just breaking. This is all breaking news. So I just got a tweet. From Adrian Fairmarsport. I'm sorry. So Josh did not find this guy. Doug found it. Okay, so yeah, I just want to clarify something. Thank you so much for sending this in. Doug found the guy. Doug from Northport found the guy that I just made this huge video about. So just want to clarify that up. Sorry to Adrian. This is Doug's channel. Yeah, I'll link it in the... Okay, Josh did not find him. Poor Doug did. Okay, so apparently Doug is really popular on YouTube. Well, I know he's popular. He does really good videos. So I'll definitely link his channel. But he was the one that did the thermal imaging. And he is now... let me just put his channel in the chat right now. If you guys want to, please give him a sub. Because he's the one that found him. Here, I'll just paste that right now. Woo! Go follow his channel, everybody. That's Doug for ya. Doug was the one that found Ethan Waters. Doug, I really, really hope that you get some sort of reward for that, because that is amazing detective work. And I really just find it very sad and disappointing in a way that Northport Police did not follow up on your tip, because you literally just caught a fugitive. And that's amazing. Like, who can say that? I hope you get the Nobel Peace Prize. Like, great work, Doug. Thank you so much. So we have, more identifying factors of Brian Laundrie, and let's get into that. So, his tattoo. Okay, so there was a big rumor that this tattoo was a henna tattoo. It is not a henna tattoo. These are real tattoos. People say that, not me, John Walsh said it, okay, for the record. John Walsh alleges that the Laundrie family are helping him survive out there. I don't know how true that is, but, he has been on the run for 6 weeks now. Could they be going to Walmart and getting him like gift cards and communicating to him through the mail? Crazier things have happened. And also crazier things have happened than Brian Laundrie watching this live stream right now from a burner phone. And if you are watching this live stream from a burner phone right now, Brian Laundrie, turn yourself in. We're just kind of getting, we just want justice for Gabby, and we want some sort of closure to this case. Being on the run, not a good look. Just come clean, and let's bring some justice for Gabby. And if you guys want to, as we've all learned from Doug live from Northport with a thermal imaging device, it looks like it's mostly up to the public to find Brian Laundrie. So keep an eye out for these tattoos. Keep an eye out. Like if you see a guy that looks like me, because I get a lot of comments that I look like Brian Laundrie because I'm like a bald white guy with a beard, just kind of be like, look for a tattoo like these. So I don't have tattoos. I'm not Brian Laundrie. There's not going to be a huge twist in this YouTube channel where it's like, I'm coming up, guys, it's Brian Laundrie. That would be amazing, but didn't kill anybody, guys. Sorry. Brian Laundrie is the one you should be mad at and should be looking for. So he could be anywhere. So one of the things that they said was he could be in Mexico, because in Mexico, people don't know what he looks like. And don't just take that from me, but take that from none other than our friend, John Walsh, In Pursuit, Discovery Channel. Yes. So not sponsored, but this guy has a lot of good things to say. And what's kind of crazy about John Walsh is that he is a really rich man and he's making a lot of allegations. So, here for that. I just hope it ends well for him.
He could walk across the border naked with his hair on fire and nobody would notice him. I think that's maybe where he's hiding, and somebody might be.
Brian Laundrie's face has been on every newspaper and television screen in America for the last 4 weeks. But here in Mexico, Gabby's fiance is not getting nearly that kind of attention, making it relatively easy for him to blend in. From here, he could make his way down to Costa Rica and other nations in Central America.
Yeah, so that was a really brief clip, and thank you so much for that super chat, Jose. Really appreciate that. If I could, I would, but I can't. Speaking of growing hair, there's some things that have been released of Brian Laundrie with hair growth. So let's look at those, what he may look like. This is what some people said he may look like. And honestly, guys, I know this case isn't funny, but this is how I deal with a lot of my anxiety, is through humor. If that's not for you, fair warning. But this guy does not, I don't think Brian Laundrie would, this is not, I'm a loss for words. These have been circulating by internet sleuths. Not what I imagine him to be like. Unless he spent 4 years in the gym and got a hair transplant and changed ethnicities. Not him. This guy looks like he's from a romance novel, book cover. His name's Fabio. He's single and ready to mingle on Tinder. Swipe right. Loves long walks on the beach. Our guy is not as romantic as this guy is. Our guy is a little more, shall we say, serial killer looking. So I'm not the one that said that. Hey, Dog the Bounty Hunter was the one that said that too. So Dog the Bounty Hunter, if I'm blaming anybody for that serial killer comment, it's you. This is another artist rendering of what Brian Laundrie could look like. Again, not accurate. This is very caveman, Neanderthal Brian Laundrie, who ate a lot of protein while on the run, got a bit jacked, grew some body hair, and grew a fantastic beard that I'm 100% jealous of, and also grew long locks of lustrous hair, which is impossible for someone of his male pattern baldness at 23 years old could do. Not trying to put anybody down, but he does not have long locks of hair like this. This is like a weave. If Brian Laundrie happened to go to the Appalachian Trail and get a weave, more power to you, Brian Laundrie. But chances are you didn't do that, and you're still bald. So the Appalachian Trail hiker said he was wearing a headband, and so be on the lookout for that as well. I got a super chat from Jake C. Today's Doug video shows inside hut in daylight. Fresh towel on door, possibly with blood on it. Oh my God. Dude, I love you guys. I could literally hang out with you guys here for ever. So, whoo, lottie. This is breaking news. And we love breaking news. So let's get into it. Hope everybody's having a really good Friday. I am having an excellent Friday hanging out with you guys. You guys are awesome. So this is allegedly his video. Big shout out to Doug live from Northport. When I was using his videos, I heavily edited them. They're quite long. Let's turn it up. And let's kind of skip ahead a bit because I'm an impatient person. Does he go inside the hut, you said? Ooh, there's the hut, guys. That is spooky. Okay, this is like, guys. Oh my god. It's like a Netflix special.
There's a lot of new stuff wasn't here. Nothing looks fresh. Okay, there's a lot of new stuff wasn't here. Nothing looks fresh.
This is scary. This is actually like perfect Halloween. Literally, it takes a lot of bravery and courage to do this. This is absolutely insane. I would be not doing this. And I would be definitely bringing a dog with me, that's for sure. So this is apparently where Ethan Waters hung out.
Oh, shit.
Okay, so there are some swear words.
Hello?
I'm just scared someone's just gonna like run out.
Hello?
Hello? Okay, this is actually really scary, honestly. I'm claustrophobic, so maybe that's why.
Hey, what? Hey, you okay up there?
Someone's up there?
Hey, what? Hey, you okay up there?
What? No. Thank you so much, Show Me the Science, for that super chat. Wow, okay, this is really spooky. This is like perfect Halloween fodder, honestly. Like, this is like a haunted house. This is scarier than a haunted house, like. Aw, Grandma Joan Marston, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. So this is inside Ethan Waters' hut. Guys, like, I don't think this story could get crazier, but this is crazier. This is crazier. This is breaking news, by the way. This was only uploaded, I think, like in the last day. So, someone said, my super chatter said,
This towel.
there's blood on that towel. No.
Oh my God, I hope that's not blood. This towel doesn't look old. Oh my God.
Oh my gosh. He's saying his blood on that towel.
I couldn't see what was up above, so I'll have to go back and watch the video.
Wow.
I couldn't see what was up above, so I'll have to go back and watch the video. I'll get it.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. He could be under that cabin right there. Someone wrote he was sitting in there eating spiders.
It's obviously.
I believe
there's
it.
been
I
homeless
believe it.
people in there before, but it's obviously there's been homeless people in there before, but it
wow.
didn't look like that before. There wasn't that much stuff in there.
This is crazy. That's spooky. Wow. Scream mask on the porch. What? No. Thank you so much, Gregory. There's a scream mask on the porch. Let me just kind of rewind here a bit. I think I missed it.
75 is right past us. I'll get it. This is the edge of 75 where I saw someone walking about 3 weeks ago with a hat and backpack. That's why I'm out here. I couldn't.
Okay, so this is the porch, and that's the blood on the towel. Okay.
So I couldn't see sneak down what was up above, so I'll have to go back and watch the video. I'll get it. Okay. The nerves really get you going.
Wow. I'm waiting for that scream mask. Maybe I missed it.
It's obviously there's been homeless people in there before.
Maybe I missed it.
But
oh well.
That's too far. I'm just gonna. It didn't look
Maybe
like that.
I'll rewind a bit here.
Down there.
Oh, is that the mask? Is that the mask? No. Let me just play this again.
It does look like
guys,
someone's
like,
walked through there.
most of the time I watch these videos, this is the first time.
Okay, there's a lot of new stuff.
Wow. That is freaky. That is absolutely freaky. I mean, could this guy have been a serial killer hiding out in the Florida Reserve? Crazier things have happened. Doug live from Northport, you are an icon. You are a legend. You are the moment. Wow. Okay. Wow, guys. That was a ride. That was a ride and a half. I gotta tell you. That was a lot. That was a crazy video. I am completely exhausted now from that video. That was very emotional. I'm not gonna lie. So very, very fun hanging out with you guys. And if you want to hang out some more, I'm here a lot. You know, I'm up in Canada. We're still kind of in quarantine, so I really enjoy hanging out with you guys. Silver linings of you know, the sign of the times. Thank you so much for the super chat, Gregory. Before they mention blood, all right. I'll keep an eye out for that. Let me just kind of play that again. So I'm trying to find it. Okay, where'd you go? Somewhere here. Okay, so trying to find my browser right now. Bear with me, please, for a moment here as I try to find this browser. The struggle is real right now. So I'm gonna try to do this again. History. Frozen screen, and look for. Here we go.
The little shack. Just to see, because we looked in there a month ago.
Okay, so
Just gonna see if
before he finds the blood.
he was sleeping in there at night, because we got someone in there that's been sleeping there at night, because we have the
Oh man. Okay, so
this towel doesn't look old.
okay, so he said, "Oh, do I see a scream mask? I don't know." Let me just rewind it a bit here. I don't know. I can't see it. Doug from Northport live.
This towel doesn't look old. Oh my God, I hope that's not blood.
Weird. I can't see the scream mask. I'm gonna have to watch this later. Oh.
I couldn't see.
No, I can't see it.
What was up above, so
I'm gonna watch that later because I can't find it. And if I find it, you can tune into my live, and I will talk all about how I saw the scream mask. Anyway, so I think that pretty much concludes my live stream. Even though there's like 4,000 people here, and there's 2 huts on the video, mattress in the other one. So apparently there's 2 huts in this video. Oh my goodness. Let me just see the other hut with the other mattress.
shack. Just to see, because we looked in there a month ago.
Can't seem to find it.
Just gonna see if
Does he go to another hut?
he was sleeping in there at night, because we got someone in there.
Oh yeah, he does go to another hut. Okay. I'm not ending the video just yet. Okay, so there's another hut here. Ooh, there's a mattress. That is spooky.
He's not in this one.
Wow. Well, all right. I will check out that video. More on that in a bit.
Okay,
Thank you so much, guys, for joining me. I am gonna wrap up here. You know,
So
be on
if
the
he
lookout
was
for
here,
this
we
guy.
scared him out, he
And if you want to stay up to date on all my live streams, I know there's a ton of people here, and I'm so sorry, but you can rewind and see all my goodness of this live stream. My camera is going to die. Susie DeMars, thank you so much. Thanks for donating money to the Gabby Fund. God bless a resolution for everyone. Thank you so much for that, gracefully yours. Yes, I will be donating, contributing to the GabbyPetitoFoundation.org. So thank you so much for all your super chats. And if you want to hang out with me some more, please hit the subscribe button and ring the bell for notifications so you never miss a video. And it's been so much fun hanging out with you guys. My camera is going to die. I'm new to live streaming, so I'm trying to figure everything out as we go along, and I need to figure out a better option so my camera doesn't die. So been real hanging out with you guys. I love you all, and honestly, just sitting here and having a discussion about the Gabby Petito case and discussing all your theories and following up on that. I do have my dog here, and she's gonna have to go for a walk. But until next time, guys, we're gonna have to say goodbye. All right, guys, have a good one. Bye.